Right. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. Good afternoon, wherever you may be. Good morning. My name's Rich Holmes, and today what we're going to talk about is Cash for Kathryn Krick and an apostle's rise to self, fame, and fortune. Okay, now first of all, Kathryn, your organ. Let's just talk about organ. Plagued by audio problems. The audio was trash pretty much the whole time. So you paid all this money for shitty audio, shitty production. Hey, Uncle Jake, you like my shirt? I work hard so my dog can have a better life. And they're all sitting here watching me. They're like, hey, make that money, Dad, okay? You need to buy some more fucking treats, okay? But yeah, let's talk about Kathryn's rise to self, fame, and fortune, right? Because Kathryn's rise to fame is really like a self-image. Kathryn has basically, how do you say, advanced herself to this level just through her own image. It has nothing to do with her being special or an apostle. It just has to do with her being a fraud and being able to fool this many people for this long, okay? Because these scammers, these religious scammers, like the people that they're scamming, it's like scammers only need to be smarter than the people that they're scamming, okay? And these religious scammers, they are fucking good. They know the people that they're scamming, like, say, the Daniel Adams, the Signorellis, the Saldivars. They all know most of the followers they're scamming aren't very bright, man. And these people are like, oh, yeah, these guys have the word of God. But it's like, no, they don't. No, just open the Bible, okay? So back to Kathryn. Kathryn has only advanced herself just through her shit shows. That's it. Kathryn has built this image of what she thinks fame should be within her fucking culty ass fucking church, right? That's all it's been for her, is basically elevating herself above everybody, making herself seem more famous than she really is. And Kathryn, if you're watching, you're not famous. I just want you to know that, okay? You tried to be famous. You fucking tried to be famous, Kathryn, but you failed. Hollywood shit you out because you know what, Kathryn? There's probably 100,000 women that can do the job way better than you, okay? That's the thing. You went there, you failed, and you fucking... Kathryn, you should have just went home after that. You should have just went home after that. You should have went home. You should have stayed in fucking Andes, New York, and just went and worked your fucking waitress job, okay? Your life would have been cool for that. Now, if anybody's just tuning in, man, hit that like. My name's Rich Holmes. I'm doing a live stream from my backyard. We're talking about Kathryn Krick. She's this cult leader out of Los Angeles, California. And today's title is Cash for Kathryn, an apostle's rise to self, fame, and fortune. Exactly. If something happens to Kathryn tomorrow, 5F is dead. It's not a religion. Exactly, Uncle Jake. If something were to happen to Kathryn tomorrow, the 5F movement is done. It's over with. Who's going to lead it? John Tall? Yeah, okay, the Gimp. Yeah, no, Kathryn is it. She has branded herself as the main 5F leader. So if something happens to Kathryn tomorrow, guess what? 5F, done and over with. There will be no more 5F church. It'll be remnants. It'll be 5F remnant. That's what there'll be all these little subcults and subsects of 5F that will most likely pop up, and they'll start worshiping Kathryn in some weird fucking awkward way, like they did with Mother God, remember? But Uncle Jake is right. If something happens to Kathryn tomorrow, it's over. That's it. If Kathryn goes broke tomorrow, that's it. It's over with. It's over. Kathryn is a cash cow. That's what she is for Christianity. Cash cow Kathryn. She's making money for Christianity. She's making a complete fucking fool of herself. And we have front row seats to it because she's doing it all on social media. Yeah, if Heather had the chance, she'd open a church and a gas station. Yeah, hit that like too. Let me know you're here, unless you're just one of Kathryn's little followers, man. But we are talking about Kathryn just being a greedy cash cow. And that's all she's after. That's all she's after. She's after all the donor money without having to pay for it, without having to answer where the money goes. And all the donors that are giving money to Kathryn, let me tell you something. You see all these pictures she's posting of her going to all these really beautiful places? Guess what? You're paying for that. And she's using the church as a front to take all these lavish vacations with her fucking lover. And anybody that doesn't fucking see that is blind. Can't be more clear about how much of a fraud Kathryn is and how this whole thing she's been doing, I'm going to call it Cash for Kathryn. Cash for Kathryn, because that's what she's saying. Hey, I need cash. She's literally telling people, I need the money. I need money to do this. So Kathryn is going broke at this point. If Kathryn doesn't make money, she has to make enough money. Okay, so the event she did in Portland, guess what? She's got to make enough money off that event to fund the next one, and so on and so forth. And these events just get more and more expensive. Every so often, she'll do one overseas when somebody pays her whole fucking trip. But here in America, for the most part, Kathryn isn't going to be invited back to any church because she's been fucking exposed, and she knows that. Hey, Abe and Sarah, hey. Yeah, just doing a pop-up. We're talking cash for Kathryn. It's like cash for clunkers, right? It's like cash for Christian clunkers, and Kathryn's a Christian clunker. Cash for Kathryn. It's like, hey, just give me your money and I'll get you to God. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll get you straight to God. Hey, Kathryn Krick said, just give me all your money. I know, it's cash for Kathryn, right? It is, when you think about it. And Uncle Jake said if something happens to Kathryn tomorrow, like, the church is done. It's over with. There's nothing left. What would be left of it? Just all her little fucking followers? No, that would be it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so cash for Kathryn. And the title is, well, no. What we were just saying, Abe and Sarah, if something were to happen to Kathryn right now, right? Say she went broke, right? Say she went broke. Say she just stopped getting paid, right? Her finances ran out right now. The church would be over with. It would be done and over with because she operates on money. She operates on money. She wouldn't be able to sustain without people giving her more money. And she's basically paying one theater off to pay another off to pay another off to pay another off. Kathryn, cash for Kathryn, she can't maintain this. Yeah, she can't maintain this, Abe and Sarah. Yeah. No, cash for Kathryn, she's basically paycheck to paycheck, theater to theater. The Portland gig, she had to make enough money off that to pay off her next gig. She's going to have enough money from that gig to pay off the next one, and the next one, and so on and so forth. And it's just going to go farther down the line. I'm surprised she's made it this far. And to hear her openly say, like, hey, I need the money, that's real telling that her finances are taking a big fucking steep dive. We've never heard Kathryn come out and just blatantly ask, like, oh, I need the cash for it because, this is getting expensive. Hey, thanks, OS. How you doing today? Hit that like. Let me know you're here so I can give you guys a shout out, man, unless you're just fucking trolling. Yeah, it is, Abe and Sarah. Yeah, it is. It's real fucking huge, right? It's real big to hear these cult leaders come out and ask for cash straight up. And she did. She straight up asked for cash. Yeah, she straight up asked for money. She basically said, we need the cash. Yeah, last night, worst show ever. Plagued by sound problems. All you could see was the back of her fucking head. Horrible fucking videography. Kathryn's literally paying, and she's making a fool of herself. She's paying to make a fool of herself. Like her parents, Gordy and Diane, I clearly see you guys just don't care, okay? Maybe you do, and there's nothing you can do about your psychotic daughter. I don't know. But the fact that she is openly asking for money now is a huge, huge indicator of the financial stability of the cult, which is probably not good. Kathryn's the one doing the books. Yeah. Yes, she's begging for money. And today it's called Cash for Kathryn. I know that the audio was grounded. The audio was shit, man. The audio was so horrible. Mics didn't work. They'd cut in and out. Yeah, it was probably one of the shittiest streams that's ever been produced. And she paid for it. She paid that place. And I'm thinking, what if that place tanked her on purpose? What if that place knew about Kathryn, like, fuck that. We're going to tank her entire fucking sound shit. Just fuck with all the audio. Make it sound like shit. Hit that like too. Let me know you're here. Like, what if it was like sabotage, right? Like, that'd be the most legit way to go about it. Hey, be one of these sound people behind one of these theaters and just totally fucking sabotage her sermon when she comes in to preach her bullshit. Be like, nah, sound guy, come here. Fuck with these mics right here. You never know, man. But to all the people that are trolling too right now, we're talking about Kathryn. One family paid for it. Yeah, so exactly, OS. She's depending on people to pay for these theaters to do her fucking shit shows at. I don't get how people are just being, yeah, hey, I'll pay for your theater to go fucking sit there and lie to everybody. Kathryn, if you're watching, welcome. I want you to watch, Kathryn. Kathryn always says she raises the dead. She always says she raises the dead. We've never seen any proof of it, though. Hit that like, man. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're here. My name's Rich. I'm doing a live stream from my backyard today. We're talking about cash for Kathryn Krick, an apostle's rise to self, fame, and fortune using donor money. That's what's real interesting about this is Kathryn's whole foundation has all been built off of donor money. It's all been funded off the back of the donors. And everybody's just sitting here like, hey, she's just a great apostle, everybody. No, she's not. She's not. I would love to talk to any of her followers about it. Any of her little cult members that think we're lying, just open your Bibles, man. I'm not even Christian and I can tell you she's a fucking fraud. That's what I know about her. You can look at her face and you can tell she's full of shit. All right? There's too much going on in her face to believe anything she says. Shit. He ain't gonna fucking financially support it. Yo, Arlen Beekeeper, what up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I got a couple removals coming up, Arlen. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed. One of them hit me up yesterday. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Right? I go, this one lady, right? She hits me up. Arlen, check this out. This is how fucking, just sidetrack note real quick. Let me get this off my fucking chest because I really couldn't last night. Fucking, this lady hits me up because I called the pest control company out where I live. It's like, hey, I'll go do bee removals, no kill if you guys don't want to do them, all right? Here's my number. Lady hits me up. I'm not charging, right? I'm gonna go do it for free. The lady is, I can tell, like, you know, they got, I don't want to say they're low income. I don't know what their money issue is, but she's got a child that's autistic, right? And there's bees in her shed. And I was like, okay, give me a couple weeks to get some stuff together, all right? In the meantime, don't let anybody back here because these bees are fucking mean, okay? Well, what happened was apparently one of the landlord's sons showed up or something and went back there and got stung and shit, and now they're all fucking pissed. I'm like, well, bees sting. I told you guys to stay away from there. What do you expect? So I don't even know if I'm gonna do that job anymore because people, they just don't fucking think. What up, Warren? So yeah, super bummed, dude. Like, and I spent money to get like equipment, and I told the lady, I was like, well, you guys sound like you got it all covered, man. You guys just go ahead and take care of it because I don't like being, and this lady keeps hitting me up, well, when are you gonna be here? When are you gonna be here? And I'm like, you know what? I can't be rushed on this. These things, you rush these jobs, people get fucking hurt. Because with this, not only do she has to stay inside, but all the fucking neighbors around that area have to stay inside while I do the job. You'll do bee removals and people will fucking come up to you, hey, what are you doing over here? Dead serious. Dead ass serious, man. People don't think. And in Texas, the bees, when they move from place to place, man, they're typically Africanized, okay? And I tell people, and the lady tells me, man, the lady tells me, like, yeah, the bees come to the door. And I'm like, yeah, they're Africanized. What do you, I tell them, I'm like, whenever you cut bees out of a tree or a shed wall or some shit in Texas, typically Africanized, okay? They're typically Africanized. Yeah, you can't rush these, right? Because not only is it gonna be hot, right? I gotta get all the bees out and then they're gonna tear the shed down. That's what I told them. I was like, once this is done, you gotta take all the wood out because the scent are gonna draw more bees back. And they're like, we're gonna tear it down anyways. Perfect. Tear it down, bitchin'. I'll get the bees out for free, no charge. My charge, hey, you know what? Buy me lunch and give me the bees. That's it. Pest control companies charge $300-400 to come out and kill those bees. They come back. They come back. Yep, they come back. Anyways, back to Kathryn. I'm in San Antonio, Puffer. I'm in San Antonio, brother. Yep. Yeah, San Antonio area. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on building up my bee yard right now, but I got some other stuff I got to take care of. I just started working at a new position, doing medical coding. Um, yeah, so I'm working on some stuff right now. I got to replace a fucking water heater. They say it rains, it pours. Well, that's exactly what's happening right now. I want to work my bees, but I have to tend to other shit, right? Oh yeah, bees smell it. Yep, yep, yep. Bee to come out and do removals and stuff. Yep, yep. I don't charge people to do bee removals because it's never about that for me. It's like it was never about that. I'm doing one later in the fucking fall because it's a huge tree. I'm charging that person, right? Because not only are we gonna have to cut a fucking tree down, but we got to take bees out of a tree too, and it's a big fucking oak tree, man. Puffer, you're in Texas. Guess what? It's a big ass one of those big fucking oak trees, right? It's a dead oak tree that's got a hole in the back of it. It's a hole about that big, and the bees are just fucking. Dude, there's so many. I don't know how many bees are in that tree, dude. And it's this older couple. Husband was out there mowing the lawn. He started getting tagged in the head. Anything south, take panhandle of Texas, right? The very top panhandle, maybe a little bit farther north. Everything's draw a line straight across America, right through the middle of America. That's your Africanized zone. Anything south of that, you're Africanized. Anything north of that, you pretty much lose the Africanized trait. Africanized bees, they don't like it cold, dude. They like it hot. They like it fucking hot, dude. Yep, dead serious. That we are Texas. Texas is Africanized. Texas is Africanized. Yep. Texas is Africanized. You see bees in a tree, Puffer, they're most likely Africanized or some sort of hybrid. All right. most Africanized bees are going to be a hybrid because now we're off on bees now. Fuck. When a queen mates, right, she'll mate with fucking probably 20 or 30 different drones from, say, 20 or 30 different colonies that all have a different trait. Now you just get a fucking super hybrid queen, right? Just wildflower, Abe and Sarah. This all wildflower, Texas wildflower. That's it. But yeah, yep. But yeah, if you're seeing if you're seeing bees in a tree or in the side of a shed or some shit, guess what? They're most likely hybrid, Africanized. Yes, in Texas. Yep. So, yep, that's that. And Puffer. I know. We've gone way off. Yeah, that's typically how it works, though, Uncle Jake. When the queen mates, Kathryn was Africanized by Jordanie. Ireland. He's all, let me go and break up the monotony. He's all, hey, Kathryn Krick was Africanized by Jordanie. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, Puffer, typically, if you see bees in a tree or something here in Texas or in a fucking side of a wall, they're most likely African, man. Just tread carefully, tread lightly, because bees will kill you. Okay, bees will kill you, yes, but they're not killer bees. Okay, I just want to kill that stigma. Everybody thinks, oh, they're killer bees. No, they kill you, yes, but they're not killer bees. They're just when bees kill you, when bees sting you, right? When you disturb, say, a fully Africanized nest, a fully Africanized colony, it is a brute force attack. That's the best way I can put it. You're probably talking. I couldn't even get into numbers, man. I couldn't even get into numbers. It would scare me to think, like, if the ones I have in my yard, if I were to open that box and not have a suit on, I'd probably take an immediate 200 stings to the face. And that's not a fucking lie. That is not a joke. That is not a lie. That is not an exaggeration. I would probably have immediately 200 stings to the face. And I would probably go into anaphylactic shock like that. Throat would swell up. I'd probably start having heart palpitations, kidney issues, because what happens is bees will ultimately shut down your renal system. Fuck you. They'll fucking kill you. This is what they do. Yep. Yep. It will. It will. Hey, thanks, Abe and Sarah. But yeah, that's ultimately what bees do. Yep. Yeah. It's a brute force attack, and it shuts down your system. It'll shut down your lung function, your heart, your kidneys. It'll shut it all down, man. They will kill you, yes. And what they go for is the carbon dioxide out of your face, right? They go directly for that. They see fucking infrared, man. It's like a carbon dioxide being exhaled from a human. It's like a big fucking cloud of smoke to them. What are they gonna go for? The mucous membrane, right? Anyways, back to Kathryn. Back to Kathryn. We're talking about Kathryn Krick. We got sidetracked with bees. Adam, what's up? How you doing? We're talking about cash for Kathryn. She's a cash cow for Christianity. And we're talking about how she's basically elevated herself to this position of this so-called fucking anointed apostle. But it's all done off the back of the donors, man. Kathryn's not an apostle. She's never been fucking anointed. She wasn't around when Jesus rose from the dead. Adam, as long as you're driving, bro. Adam, if you're driving the bus, bro, dude, I'll fucking wait days for that motherfucker, okay? Just as long as you're driving, Adam, okay? Got you back in KK. Oh, her book sales are shitty. She's giving books away. Imagine pitching these books like you're gonna make a bunch of money and then giving them away. Hit that like too. Let me know you're here. Yeah, no, she's giving books away, and actually, some of the group members have gotten free books. I love it. No, some of the community members have gotten free books. Yeah, no, some of them have reached out and they've got free books mailed to them. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, what better way to break Kathryn Krick than to call in and get free books from her after she had to pay all the money to have them printed? I know, she didn't think to get a Sharpie or anything like that, Uncle Jake. She thought, this pen won't work. She didn't realize she was using the backside of a pencil. She's using an eraser. Fuck no, nobody's buying that shit. No, dude. Dude, the last book we had of Kathryn's, we burned it because it was fucking horrible. Kathryn's like, why won't this thing sign? She's using a fucking eraser on a pencil. She's like, oh, whoops. No wonder the thing won't sign. I'm fucking clueless. No, for real. Her books ain't selling, man. And all the reviews online, guess what? They're probably purchased reviews. You can find some shitty reviews online, and they're really fun to read if you can find them. If you can find them, but yeah. There's some pretty good shitty book reviews on Kathryn. Yeah, I know. Hey, I don't know if you're new to the channel, and Puffer, you might be. I think you are, man. I'm not sure if you are, but if you are, man, welcome. Hit that like and subscribe. Man, let me know you're here. I'll give you guys shout outs. If you're just trolling the channel, that's cool. Let me know you're here so I can give you a shout out, man. Fuck. I'll give anybody a shout out. I don't care. Hey, where'd Adam go? Where's the bus driver at? Adam, where'd you go, bro? Adam's like, hey, buddy, what are you doing? You waiting for the bus? Adam broke back. He's all, fuck, man. I don't want to fuck with that guy. Waiting for the bus. That was a good one. Anyways, Kathryn's all, I'll drive the bus. Like, the fucking what she did. Yeah, hit thumbs down if you're a troll. Hey, if you're a troll, hit the thumbs down. Give me a dislike, please. If you're a troll, just hit the thumbs down. No, but y'all remember when Kathryn did her little self-fucking tour of LA to all the places that she ever preached at? Like, she had to take people. It was like she had to validate her own preaching spots. Like, I preached here. Look, everybody's like, she's doing a fucking tour of Hollywood. But it was like Kathryn's Hollywood, right? It was like you're doing, I know, right, Chris? Right, Chris? Hey, imagine going on a tour with Kathryn and she takes you to all the places in LA that she preached. Yeah, and you had to pay to go. And Chris, yo, bro, did you see her sermon from last night? Adam, I think you're new to the channel, man. We're talking about this cult leader, Kathryn Krick, bro. Dude, she is like so self-grandizing herself. Dude, she's so fucking horrible. It was her shit show in Portland yesterday. Oh my God. It was like she probably would have been better off in an adult film because all you could see was the back of her head. And Kathryn, what the fuck were you wearing? You need to learn how to dress too, Kathryn, because your clothes, no. Hey, let's go tour all the places that I've preached before, everybody. You know, I wonder if Jesus did shit like that. Like, took his followers around. Hey, I preached here. I preached here. No, it was horrible, Chris. Just go watch, dude. Just go to any part of it, bro. Dude, the table is so far back. Well, not only that, but Abe. Well, we were saying earlier, Abe and Sarah, like now she's having each show pay for the next, right? Like Kathryn is not. She's not sustainable. She can't sustain this. There's no way. I mean, how could she? There's no way Kathryn could sustain this. It's getting too expensive. It's getting too expensive. And she's paying all this money for these theaters to go out and do these fucking shitty shows. Eventually these theaters are gonna, I mean, the theaters, they don't care. They're gonna get paid. It was an iPhone 1 with a ground buzz. Dude, it was horrible. Chris, like, I don't even think Tony could fix this issue, bro. Like, that's how fucked up it was, dude. Like, we could have paid Tony double overtime, and he still wouldn't have been able to fix it, big guy. Dude, yeah. Yeah, had we called Tony, Tony'd be like, well, I don't know, guys. I'm usually able to fix stuff, but not this one. This one's out of my control. Might want to call Joe Davey. But it was horrible, Chris. It was the most horrible video production and sound production. I mean, Kathryn, you should be asking for a fucking refund. I don't want to give you any ideas, but Kathryn, you should. You should call that theater back, be like, yo, that shit was fucking horrible. For real, Kathryn, man, if I was you, I'd be asking for like half my fucking money back. Well, yeah, then at one point, they had a hot mic going too. At one point, they hot mic'd. Dude, it's so horrible, Chris. So trashy, dude. No, family's doing. All right, cool. Dude, again. All the donors pay for this shit, right? All the donors pay for it. Like, to think that the donors paid for that shitty fucking audio. And we keep telling people, man, stop giving your money to this psycho. Don't give her any money. Don't do it. Look what you paid for last night. It was just kind of a bunch of bullshit, Abe and Sarah. It was kind of hard to make out, but I could hear Kathryn and stuff, and it was kind of obvious from the get-go they were going to have issues. They did. Kathryn, if you're watching, hey, call that theater and ask for money back. You should. John Tall, if you're watching. 75% of that show was wasted. I mean, you probably would have been better off just like not hearing anything. Dude, Chris, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? You're gonna be like, Tony. You're gonna be like, Tony, come fix this. Tony's gonna pop his head out from where he's like, what? And this, again, this is all about Kathryn Krick, man. And if any little Kathryn Krick trolls are watching, I know they had a smoke, like a fog machine, right? They did. They had a fucking fog machine in there going at one point. You could tell that was a fucking fog machine, Uncle Jake. So yeah, anybody that's just tuning in, man, if you're trolling the channel, just trying to find out what we're saying about Kathryn, that's fucking cool, man. Hey, charismatic Trinitarian Pentecostal. Hey, appreciate you. I'm a pagan heathen bastard, charismatic Trinitarian Pentecostal. Welcome to the channel. My name's Rich Holmes. I am a pussy, according to David E. Taylor. And what we're talking about here, Pentecostal, is these fucking cult leaders, man. These social media cult leaders that really, I appreciate you too. Give you a shout out, man. Thank you. We're talking about these cult leaders here in America, bro, that have popped up. They really, it was like they fucking multiplied through COVID, and they just popped up all at once, man. You got the demon slayers out there: Dick Boy, Daniel Adams, Sobchuk, Signorelli, fucking Pagani, Saldivar. There's all these other little subcults and shit that we talk about, man. And these guys, dude, these guys are all just fucking scammers, bro. Straight scamming. And it's all for holy Jesus. And Kathryn, she's kind of been on our radar for a while, man. She stopped buying her subscribers. So did the Demon Slayers. It's tea. It's actually tea and lemonade. It's tea and lemonade, Adam. Yeah, nah, it's tea and lemonade. Nah, I don't drink coffee. Nope, don't drink coffee, or I'm not much of a drinker either. But tea and lemonade, I love it. Sweet tea and lemonade, man. And it's really fucking good. It is for Cash for Kathryn. It is. It's all about money. It's my colloidal silver. Hey, and it's homemade shit too. Okay, it is. It's actually, I made that tea myself. I made homemade sweet tea colloidal, sweet colloidal tea, and sweet colloidal tea with lemonade. Yeah. Yeah, check us out, man. We're a pretty active community here, Pentecostal. I'm not religious myself. I'm not Christian. I don't go to church, and I will probably never go to church. I don't practice any type of formalized religion. But I do have a sense of spirituality and, just being a good person. And hey, man, don't be a fuckhead. That's what we're here. We're anti-fuckheadery here. Because Rich has rested. He's at rest. Hey, man. Hey, Chris, will you wrap me up in a blanket, bro, and decorate me with lights and shit, dude? Chris, please tell me you will, bro. That'd be solid, dude. Dude, still telling you, Chris, just do that like they did with Mother God. Do that to me, okay? Take me camping and shit. Dude, Weekend at Bernie's, right, bro? For real, take me to Weekend at Bernie style, bro. Put me in these fucking dope ass clothes, glasses, and fucking take me shopping and shit, bro. Take me to Coach or something. Be like fucking Love Is One, right? Where I took Mother God, took her camping, started traveling around with her while she's literally decomposing. To imagine them doing that with Krick, bro. Imagine them doing that with Krick, man. Yo, batshit crazy. Fucking Greg Abbott got a fucking clue. Fucking vetoed fucking Senate Bill 3. Dude, that'd be legit, Chris. Take me flying if you can too, bro. Put me in a pilot seat. Chris is he's pilot. I'm co-pilot today. He's got it all under control. Dude. Be don't mind him. He's just quiet. Yeah. Yeah. Don't mind my friend. He's just dead tired. But yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me, man. It wouldn't surprise me because let me tell you something. That actually happened with Robin Williams. That actually happened with God damn it, what's his name? Michael Aquino, right? He committed suicide. He shot himself, and I think he blew his head off with a shotgun. That's what I know. He shot himself. And I think that was a caliber of their weapon, okay? It was a shotgun, so left a fucking mess. But what happened was the satanic sect, they hid that from the public because they didn't want anybody knowing that he was dead. So with Mother God, dude, they just hid her from the public and they wrapped her up and fucking took her on a road trip. They're come on, Mother God, we're going. I could see them doing that to Kathryn too. Imagine John Tall doing that to Kathryn, wrapping her up in a bunch of Christmas lights, fucking putting on some fucking Louis Vuitton fucking clothing in a bag, and throwing it over her shoulder, and be come on, Mama Snarky, we're going. Let's go to Paris. Puts her on a fucking plane. So look at this. It's so beautiful. Kathryn just kind of sitting there like this, kind of lifeless, like her soul is, anyways, right? But yeah, Kathryn, if you're watching, we're watching your steady decline. Because Kathryn, we've analyzed cults for the last several years now on this channel, and we recognize the signs now when they're decline. And one of them is, okay, one of them, Kathryn, is you're reposting old content. The fact that you're posting content on 2 channels and only one of them is growing, okay, tells me that you're how you bought your subscribers, okay? It seemed you were more focused on having your Apostle Kathryn Krick channel have the most subscribers instead of your fivefold church, which is what you actually are. So you're branding 2 channels at the same time, trying to get growth on them at the same time of the same magnitude, and it's not happening because here's what you're doing, Kathryn. But you're too fucking dumb to realize this. Hannah Banana, what up? Good to see you. Kathryn, when you upload the same video with the same title to YouTube algorithm, guess what? It's only gonna favor one video, okay? I know you don't, you probably think it's doing you a favor, but it's not. It's actually doing you a disfavor, okay? I don't know why the fuck I'm telling you this. This is why I only do one channel with one content, is because if I were to do more channels with the same type of shit, it would override the algorithm, right? It would start picking up other titles of videos. Like this one, Cash for Kathryn. Nobody does this fucking title, this video. Cash for Kathryn, an apostle's fucking journey to self, fame, and fortune. Right, Kathryn? Because it is. This is all your own little trip to self, fame, and fortune. You're not famous. You have created this image that you are famous, Kathryn, and you're not. Kathryn lived in upstate New York, Andes, okay? Went to fucking good little, she was a good little Baptist slut. She was Baptist, okay? She's had 2 jobs in her life, one being a lifeguard and one being a fucking food server. And then after that, guess what? She got porked by Jor Davy, and then she's an apostle. That is Kathryn's lineage right there. That is it right there. Oh yeah, and between there, she went to Hollywood to try to get famous. Because she wanted to be a Christian EDM singer, everybody. She wanted to sing electronic dance music for the Christian community. But Kathryn sucks. She's fucking horrible. Gary Edward Johnson, hit that like, subscribe, let me know you're here, please. Hey Mario, well, hey my boys, good boy. But yeah, Kathryn, your little honeymoon is over. Kathryn is, the only time we're ever going to see Kathryn take a trip is if somebody pays for it. That's the only time, man. That's the only time we'll ever see it. Was she a nanny? I know Doyle Davidson talking to a bunch of damn Baptists that don't know anything. How would you like to marry a wife that's a Baptist? A little Baptist slut. Dude, the ending one, he's, what's he say? You thought I was putting my wife down, didn't you? Hell, she's so far down, only God could get her out of the gutter. Dude. Hell, she's so far down, only God go down and get her out of the gutter. Dude. If I ever found a church like that, hey, if there's a church in Texas like that, let me know. Because I don't think Doyle Davidson's around anymore, man. I don't think he can even fucking walk. Yeah, she keeps using the children as props, right? That's something we've always talked about here is Kathryn. She's really good at using the kids for props. His amputated leg began to grow back. That guy was like pumped like it was fucking going out of style, man. That guy was fucking pumped. They're all creator of miracles. Yeah, one of the ladies said she's all creator of miracles, like she's creating all these miracles. And then dude was like, he's like, holy shit, 3 legs? He's all, oh shit, a 4th one? That one dude holding the mic, he's all, yeah. He's all, Ken! Yeah, with that one. Because, dude, those guys were so convicted that it actually happened. And that's the thing. We see this with Kathryn. She's saying all this shit's healed, but there's no proof, man. And people be just like, holy shit, that really happened. Same with Todd White, out there literally fucking pulling people's legs saying, hey, your leg just got longer. I'd like to see Todd White come out and try to pull my leg. Be like, hey, Todd, my leg's pretty short. Can you pull it for me? It hurts. Be like, boom, kick him in the face. Like, oh, sorry about that, Todd. Reflex. Ligament gave. And he's all, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I bet she walks all over him, too. I bet she. What the fuck is Kathryn Krick? Kathryn Krick is this cult leader, man. Ultra Fire out of America, out of California. Dude, she's a fucking shithead, man. Look her up, dude. She's psychotic, bro. She's claiming to be an apostle. Okay. Ultra Fire. Yeah, what the fuck is she? Good question. We're trying to figure that out. She's an anomaly, bro. Really, in the cult world. Shit, in the Christian cult world, she's an anomaly, man. She is. She's batshit fucking crazy, bro. For real. Like dude, you could just watch her face and be like, dude, that shit's fucking psycho. But you'd probably still date her, right? Because she just screams trouble, right? And those ones are fun, right? The ones that scream trouble. But this one would be like, dude, this would be like conquering fucking Mount Everest with no gear at all. Just conquering Mount Everest fucking butt naked. Go climb Mount Everest butt naked. That's conquering Kathryn Krick. Drama queen to the max. Yeah, you wouldn't want to date her, Ultra. You wouldn't want to date this one. Because if you pissed her off, dude, she would fucking burn the house down and piss on the bed, on the ashes with you in it. She would. She would tie you to the bed, burn the house down, watch it burn, and then piss on the ashes. And make it look like a fucking accident, bro. She'd burn your shit down, dude. Yeah, she still hasn't cured my nocturnal emission, so that's a real problem. Oh, I bet. No, Gary Edward, we already know she's a fucking loose drunk. No, we already know that. You give Kathryn a Zima, dude, she'll take on the entire football team. Oh my God, if you gave her a fucking hit of LSD, Jesus Christ. No, don't give Kathryn LSD. Fuck. She'd be like, I really am God. Hey, Mar, what's up, buddy? Yeah, and I haven't, Yeah, appreciate y'all. I am. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. Activate the notification bell to watch more enjoyable content. Appreciate you. Thank you. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. I am. We're talking about Kathryn Krick, man. She's this cult leader out of California. And it's basically a cash show. Everybody's got to pay cash for Kathryn. And that's why I'm calling this Cash for Kathryn. An apostle's rise to self-fame and fortune. Because this whole show that we see with this cult leader, it's all put on by her. Oh, that was after her little fucking, what was it, her Flourish conference? Yeah, when she was all fucking gacked out. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that really well. Yeah. Yes, I do. I remember that really, really well. It looked like she just fucking dumped over like 3 or 4 Vivants and just fucking hot railed it. She probably did. I bet Kathryn's got a hot rail set in her fucking bathroom. She's like, God damn, how did this Rich Holmes know? She's all, did he see in my fucking window or something? Oh, she was spun the fuck out, Abe and Sarah. You guys know me, man. You know about this. We've talked about these habits. We've talked about the signs and symptoms of certain kind of drug habits and what we see as recovering addicts. Yes, Kathryn's on drugs, and whatever she's doing, they're really good. Oh, I'm going to, Kid Freshie. Yeah. Fucking comedian. Yeah, dude. Do you remember when he like flopped over? He's like, dude, he had the angle down. Dude, he had the angle down right and everything. Dude, that was the best one. He's like, I'm a stand-up comedian, and this is my career-ending move. Girls Kathryn live. It was the flop, Chris, and then the beanie throw. Next to Donkey Dicks, yeah. Next to Donkey Dicks, that was the best. All-time best. Yeah, helicopter. That guy fucking trolled her, man. He literally told her too, like, I'm a comedian, and this is he gets up and trolls her on stage. But the beanie throw, he was like, poosh. Hey, what's up, MHMD group? We're talking Cash for Kathryn. Cash for Kathryn Krick, right? The new Star Wars. Good, Boba Fett sucks. And she's a hallelujah. Hallelujah, Boba Fett. Yeah, Don nailed it. No, Don nailed it the one time. No. Don, yeah. Hey, Alexander Greek, how you doing? Good to see you, good to see you. The entire 5F church is high on something, especially that old lady from Redlands. Oh, that's Heather. Oh, Heather? Oh, she's drinking the fucking Kool-Aid, bro. Shit, Heather's drinking the Kool-Aid, bro. Nah, she's full in on it, man. Nah, Heather's full in on it, brother. Nope. She is full in on it. Yeah, Heather and Larry are another topic. Bad news. Yeah, that's just a whole other topic, you guys. Those two shitheads. Alexander Greek, welcome. How you doing today? Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a good evening. We're talking about Kathryn Krick and Cash for Kathryn and how she's basically become a cash cow. Yeah, fuck yeah, they can eat halal meat. I'm not Christian though, so I'm not Christian, so but I'll eat fucking anything. I'll eat anything. I don't care. Fucking pork, fucking beef, beef. Yeah, Larry the Apostle. Yeah, cash. Yeah, cash for Kathryn. Yes, that's the other weird thing about it, right? Is Heather is literally old enough to be Kathryn's mom. Am I Muslim? No, I'm not Muslim. And she is. Heather's old enough to be Kathryn's mom. We want to come to Texas, experience Texas barbecue. I can make you Texas barbecue. You don't need to come to Texas. But if you're just tuning in, we're talking about Kathryn Krick. And yeah, Alexandra, she just did a shit show up in Portland, which was probably one of the worst ones we've seen. Sound, everything was horrible with it. Everything was piss poor with it. And Kathryn, you should get your money back. Yeah, and Heather calls Kathryn mother. Oh, she's our mama. She's our mama mia quaco. And it's like, dude, this is really fucking weird that these people actually call her this. Yeah, Kathryn Krick, or the TikTok prophet. She's also known as the TikTok apostle too, which is kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool, man. You don't look much like a steer, so that pretty much narrows it down, doesn't it? Oh, it's a joke group? Yeah, no, it's a joke. That's what we've been out here saying. MHMD, we've been out here blowing the whistle on this psycho for almost 2 years now. Just like we did with David for 5. Guess what? We're going to keep doing it with Kathryn until people get the fucking hint. Be like, hey, something's wrong with this woman. We have sat here time and time again. RH Love, welcome to the conversation. Dude, I don't think she's Christian. I don't think she's saved. I don't think she's Christian. This is all a fucking game to her, dude. This is all a game and a show to her. That's it. She doesn't give a fuck about the people she's fucking over. Why would she? Why would she? It's all a game to her. There's men in this group who have come forward and said, she fucked up my marriage, man. This woman is out there fucking up dudes' marriages without even meeting these guys, without even meeting these women. I don't think she's saved. I don't. How can somebody like that be saved? I think it's just... Oh, you've never heard of Heather, Alexandra? Hey, Jackie, bonjour, oui, oui. Jackie, all the way from Canada, oui. Bonjour. Oh, Heather, Alexandra? Oh, she's usually... Go to her Sunday sermons. She's the older blonde lady that comes up on stage and she's like, she does the first announcement basically. That's Heather. That's Heather. And they have this church out in Redlands, and it's just a fucking shit show too. Yeah, no, check her out, Alexandra. Heather's a fucking psycho too, just like Kathryn. Just like Kathryn. And it's, you know what? It, Kathryn is, it's like she's building this kind of feminist movement. It's really weird. Of like, and I've heard her vocabulary. I've heard her say some really fucking disturbing shit about like breaking up with dudes, having, you know, like setting boundaries with your partners and shit like that in the bedroom. It's really fucked up shit. It really is. When you go back and listen to some of the stuff, it's she's basically telling wives not to be intimate with their husbands. Really fucked up shit. And it's not, she's not directly saying it, but she's implying that. She's implying that like, hey, don't be intimate with your husband because you know what? I'm not married, so you guys can't have husbands and you can't do that. It's fucked up shit, man, and it's a really sick, twisted theology. I mean, what fucking woman tells people that? Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, and that's the thing. It's like, what person? Oh, it's fucked up, and we know for a fact. We know for a fact right now. One of the homies on the channel, Anthony Lowe, he was the first one to call in and actually tell us what was happening about how Kathryn basically drove a wedge between him and his fucking wife and caused a divorce. Caused a divorce, man. Fucked up shit. And he comes on one night, he's like, this woman caused my wife to fucking leave me because my wife thinks she's gonna go and be in this movement with this fucking crazy bitch. We're like, yeah, we keep telling people to stay the fuck away. Nobody will. We don't know why. Just stay away. Stay away from Kathryn. There's no business being there. Just stay away. Stay away. There's nothing good coming out of this 5F movement, man. It's a fucking shit show. It was terrible. About 2.5 people attending. Stephen, see what I mean? Exactly. She's like, she's our spiritual mother. Our spiritual mama mia quaco. No, she's a fucking con. They all think they're gonna get something from her and they're not, man. We asked if we could go to their church, would they help us? Yeah. And they don't. They won't help people. Yeah, these so-called apostles are some of the most fucking vilest pieces of shit that we see, right? They are. These apostles that we see now, they're fucking scum. They are. Of course. Just like David, just like Kathryn. And when you get close to the truth, right? When you get close to the truth like we have, they threaten with fucking legal action. Oh, well, we're just going to go ahead and sue you. And it's happened. It's happened. Kathryn, you know that. You know that, Kathryn. You tried to sue me one time, right? You tried to sue me in the Krick report. I still think she thought me and him were the same person, but no, we're two separate people. But hey, either way, I mean, it let us know she was thinking about us, right? And that was honestly Kathryn's first, I think that was Kathryn's first realization at reality. Oh, no, we've seen that too. No, we've seen that too, MHMD group. She does that. Yep. Yep, the Krick report. Oh, fuck yeah, I've been blocked. Hell yeah. And that's the thing, that lady that paid for it just wasted her fucking money. You know what? Let me go ahead and take this inside here too. Give me a second. I'm going to shut the camera off for a minute while I walk upstairs and stuff. Give me a second. See footage of Kathryn out of character. Oh, we have Chris. Remember the psycho bitch video? Dude, that threw her way out of character, man. That threw her so far out of character. Like, her whole face fucking slipped off, dude. Kathryn's whole fucking face slipped off that time. I want to see some footage of Kathryn out of character. And you know, Chris, maybe if you catch her on one of her hikes, dude, you can go catch her when she steps on a snake, bro. She'll be like, oh, look, everybody, I just stepped on a snake. Yeah. A hot mic, yep. Diane is her name? Okay. So that's the lady's name that donated to that shitty theater last night that Kathryn preached in Oregon. Dude, what a waste of money. Hey, Diane, I hope you like a waste of money. Yeah, that's me. Yep. Yep. That was me. Yeah, that was me. Fuck her, dude. Fuck her. She's a fraud, man. She's a fraud. And that's the thing. Nobody's like stood up to Kathryn and called her those types of things before. Said, you're fucking psycho. You're fake, bitch. And that's the thing. That's what we do here. These people have always been told, yes, Alexandra, right? Like, I'm glad I have people in my family that say, Rich, you're fucking wrong. You know, because that keeps egos in check, right? When you have good support systems, Kathryn apparently didn't because she's running a fucking shit show online, right? That's the thing. When you have a good support system, you usually come up pretty decent, right? But look what Kathryn had. She had a support system, but it wasn't a good one. Everybody just told her she was fucking right her whole life, and that's the problem. Oh yeah, when I mooned her. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when she got mooned. And then the look on her face. The look on her face afterwards, yeah. The look on her face afterwards. She's like, that's a nice ass. But you know what's even funny? You know what makes it even better? Chris, dude, this is still the best. This is still the best. If she had to go back and take the time to edit that section out. Not only did she have to see it once, she had to see it twice. Yeah. Uncle Jake, will you post that video? That was fucking funny. Oh man, she's all like the look on her face, it was like she was trying not to laugh, but it was like she was almost interested. It's like, it's the look of somebody that's trying to, like, they're interested but trying not to laugh. It was fucking funny. It was, man. It was. And that pretty much will never happen again, man, because she screens everybody now. She fucking screens everybody, so it's really hard. Like the psycho bitch thing, all that is all kind of one and done, man. Oh, she was pissed, dude. Fuck yeah, because there were people watching. There are people watching. There are people watching that whole thing. So not only did she see it, but like the rest of those people that were in her fucking stream had to see it too. Oh man. And I had a picture of David's Tampa mansion, the moon goddess. Yeah, the one Chris Com did. We've got her a few times, man. And it really, hey Jessica, how you doing today? When you get to Kathryn, right, and you make her slip, like, it's real obvious. It really is. Like the day I called her fucking, you're fake as fuck, you psycho bitch. Nobody's ever had the chance to fucking tell her that, you guys. Really think about that. I could have said a lot more things, but that was the most fucking accurate thing that I could come up with at the time. Like, yo, fuck you. You're fake as fuck, you psycho bitch. You're fucking fake. And her face fucking slipped for 4.5 fucking minutes. When you watch that video, Alexandra, that's huge to me. It really is, because her face fucking slipped. She dropped character immediately and started questioning her fucking life. She's like, I am fucking psychotic and I am a bitch. She's like, damn, how did the guy know? It did. Her face slipped big time that day, you guys. That was probably the biggest slip I've ever seen of her face. 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes of her just fucking trying to figure out what to do, what to say, how to handle it. And everybody said, "Oh, you just handled it so graciously." She did. Fuck yeah. Because here's the thing, Alexandra. Most of the cult leaders we talk about, like Daniel Adams, the fucking demon slayers, these guys have all been told yes their whole fucking life, and they're always right. Yeah, she didn't know what to do. No, she can't handle shit. No, she can't. That's why, Jessica. That's why she blocks everybody. That's why she sent legal letters out, because she can't handle shit. I know. John Tall probably had to sit at the table side, and Kathryn probably just threw her the fucking scraps after she ate. She thought, "You don't get to eat this week, you get my scraps." And fucking just scrapes the scraps off the plate onto the floor. Makes John Tall eat them off the floor like a fucking dog. And she would. We know Kathryn behind the curtain of the cult. We know that she's a passive aggressive bully and that she's a passive aggressive sociopath. I mean, John Tall, the shit that Kathryn says to you, you think she says it to you because she's being nice? No, she's being fucking passive aggressive to you. The shit Kathryn says to you, I bet it's like, "Oh, you're gonna wear that?" I bet it's shit like that, right? "Oh, you're gonna eat that," or "That's what you're gonna look like." Yeah, she says it doesn't bother her. Yeah, Kathryn says, "Oh, it doesn't bother me that people talk about me," but we know it fucking bothers her. We know it does. She's probably dropped in multiple times here tonight just to see what we're saying, because it bothers her that much. She wants to know what people are saying about her, because she's that type of fucking psycho. She is. She's a fucking psychopath, and she always wants to know what people are saying about her. Yeah, every time somebody says demons aren't real, exactly. Show him Kathryn Krick, right? Show him Kathryn Krick. Be like, "Hey, that's a fucking demon, all right. That's a fucking high demon right there." I know. All right, Gary, because Kathryn would fucking burn a cup of noodles, bro, because she wouldn't add water to it because she's not a fucking cook. Like, I really, yeah, no hot pockets. She's like, "You don't get any fucking cup of noodles tonight, Cat John Tall." Alexandra, we go hard on these cult leaders because they're so used to fucking bullying people around. We really try to stick to the cult leaders. If we go off, we try to, because the thing is some of these people are being re-victimized, and it really fucking sucks, right? You have people jumping from cult to cult, and I've seen it already. I've seen somebody from David E. Taylor's cult go over to Alexander Pagani. So it happens, and it's a cycle of abuse, and it just gets worse and worse as it goes down. It's like what people are looking for, and this is something we've all learned and something we've all kind of dissected, is Christian believers of God, people who want to do good for the church. Like, they really want to go do good for the church. They really do. And there's these fucking shitheads out there like fucking Kathryn Cunt, right? That know that, and they can smell that, and they take advantage of it on the fucking highest level, man. And it's the abuse, right? Alexander Greek, like, we could spit an abuse model here right now about the type of religious abuse we've seen and witnessed and have dissected over the last 5-6 years of this. It's some of the worst we've ever seen. You're talking breaking down boundaries in some of the sickest fucking ways. Scientology type tactics, following people, threats. I've got death threats myself, legal letters from lawyers saying I'm going to get sued. And I'm like, fucking, let's do it. Let's fucking do it. You want to sue me? Let's fucking go. Show me where your money's at. That's what I tell them. Hey, you want to go through discovery with me? Let's go. Bring it. Let's do it. And none of these fuckers ever have. None of them. Let's do it. You want to take me to court? Bitchin'. That means you want to show me where your money's going. That's what I tell them. And I know there's been other YouTubers that have been threatened by these churches. And I tell them, you tell them, fucking sue me. Let's do it. You're going to fucking try to shut down freedom of speech, you sack of shit. Well, in America, we do have this thing called freedom of speech, right? And it is our right. And it is ours, and we do fucking have it. And these churches, what they thrive on, freedom of speech, right? They try to shut down that we're doing here. And it's like, well, okay, you guys are trying to shut down the very same thing that we're doing, that you're doing, freedom of speech. I've had these church leaders, specifically David E. Taylor, that there's a difference between freedom of speech and freedom of religious speech. And there's no fucking difference, everybody. If any church is telling you they're protected under some kind of religious freedom of speech, let me tell you something. Tell them to bend over and get fucked because they're full of shit, all right? I will tell you that right now. No church is above any kind of speech. Death threats, whatever, it is all the same. It doesn't have a boundary. David E. Taylor spitting those death threats, guess what? Those were valid death threats. Those were legit death threats. And the shithead has the fucking audacity to say, oh, I could say that because I'm a prophet. Yo, fuck you. No, you can't. No, you can't, dude. Especially on your platform. But he takes the video down, then sends me an email, says, I'm allowed to say that. But the little bitch doesn't put the video back up. I have it, though, David, as proof that you did say it because you're too fucking scared to put it back up. Even though you're saying you can say that because you're a prophet. Put your fucking money where your mouth is, David E. Taylor. Put the fucking video back up. So again, back to freedom of speech with these churches. They have tried to shut down channels before. Tell them. Yeah, if you threaten someone, you lose the right to call it free speech. Exactly. And David with his little fucking loaded death threats, and Kathryn too with her fucking lawyer trying to sue me. It's like, dude, you're gonna fucking try to shut me down? It won't go well. Any YouTuber, if you're being threatened with a legal action about defamation with the church or being threatened with free speech, tell them to fuck off. Take me to court. Take me to court. That's what I told David's lawyers. Take me to court. Let's go. You want my address? You already have it. You already have my address. Kathryn's got emailed, but David showed up on my fucking doorstep, and that was a threat tactic. That was a scare tactic to say, oh, we know where you live. Well, David, I don't give a fuck if you know where I live because you're not going to come out to my fucking house in Texas. I swear to God, you're not. That was just all a scare tactic. So I called his lawyers, Winters and King Associates, Wank, up in fucking Tulsa, Oklahoma, Alexandra, and told them to fuck off and sue me. It's like, I'm not going to be threatened by you guys. And these lawyers, like some of these guys, are hard fucking hitting lawyers. Winters and King, they don't want any part of me, man. I told them. I was like, fuck you guys. Sue me. That's what I told them. I talked to pretty much everybody in that office. And I told them, I was like, fuck you, sue me. Sue me. You guys are sending me letters threatening a lawsuit. Let's fucking go. I'm ready. And I don't think they know how to deal with that because these guys are probably saying like, they probably go looking for people, but I'm like saying, hey, let's fucking go. Never heard anything back from Winters and King Associates ever. And David, I think, actually got dropped from that firm because he wasn't keeping up with the payments to maintain the suits. Because that firm, you would have had to keep paying monthly to stay on as a client. So I hang those on my wall now, Alexandra, when I get those. I hang them. They're fucking trophies. They are. It shows how fragile. See a group. It shows how fragile their egos are with words, right? That they have to get lawyers involved. These guys are prophets and apostles, and they get lawyers involved. I'm a prophet. You can't say that about me. I'm going to get my lawyer involved. You fuck you. Send your lawyer. You're on the public platform. What do you expect? What do you expect? I like that people don't use my content because I cuss. And that's the thing. We'll use the shit out of theirs. I don't care. Lost 2 on those. 1 going after YouTubers. Yeah. Daystar was trying to go after YouTubers too. Yep. Daystar was trying to shut down YouTubers for talking about what was going on with the fucking pedophilia and shit. And Daystar sent out legal letters. And I'm like, the fuck out of here. You're going to sue anybody, dude. That means open up all the fucking books for Daystar. Where's all your money going? That means everything. Discovery for an organization like that, they're like, oh, we don't want to do that. We're going to threaten to sue them, though. But hey, when they come back saying, let's fucking do it, we're going to say, oh, no, we don't do that. Yep. They lost. They did. Because you know why? Because Daystar probably like, oh, we don't want to do that anymore. We don't want to have to go through discovery. We don't want to have to show our books to the public. Because I always tell people, if I ever got sued by one of these churches, I would publish all documents. David knew that. David knew that. Kathryn knows that. I'm sure all these other shitheads that know about the channel know that too. You're going to sue me. Guess what? I will publish. I will make a website and I will publish and fucking post all financial documents. It does. It opens their book totally public. It goes on the record. Yeah, it goes on the record. And that's the one thing the church fucking thrives on is, hey, we don't want to show anybody where our money goes. And they know these YouTubers, hey, this is where their money's going. You guys want to see? Look, it ain't going to anything towards the fucking community. It is. And guess what? Alexandra, they're using the money from the donors to send these letters out and get these lawyers involved. Think about that. It's like these donors are paying for all this shit because these people don't work regular jobs. Joni Lamb from Daystar, she's just the fucking face of Daystar. She's just fucking collecting a paycheck now. She's got to come out, do her little show once, twice a week. Fuck, that's all she's got to do. Joni Lamb, she's just there to fucking collect a paycheck now. Her and her little fucking doormat Doug Weiss. Doormat Doug Weiss. All she does is walk all over him. Doug has to show up to work drunk. Such a fucking lush. Let's switch gears here to Daystar for a little bit. I don't know if they're still having Doug on the channel anymore. Because he comes on sounding like he just polished off a fifth of Jimmy Beam. Comes on slurring his words. But worse, man. He does, he sits there and he's just fucking like, he just looks fucking hammered drunk, man. And Doug, it's like Doug married into a real tumultuous time in that fucking life, man. Not only were they dealing with backlash from fucking, what's his name, Marcus Lamb's death, called Joni the Holy Spirit. No way. Hey, what up, Nancy Mac? No way. She called him the Holy Spirit. Oh my God. So Doug's basically pussy whipped. Hey, Zenola G, how you doing? Hit that like, subscribe. We're talking about Cash for Kathryn. She's a cult leader out of California. She's a complete psycho. And we're actually just switched gears to another organization called Daystar. It's a Christian network. It's a fucking huge network in Texas. And there were some allegations about pedophiles being fucking protected there. And I know they were. I'm not fucking dumb. Those people have a lot of money and they have the money to throw around at law enforcement officials, anything to get the fuck out of whatever they want because money is power. And we're talking about... So Marcus Lamb dies, right? Then Joni Lamb... Oh, look into it, Alexandra. You're going to go down in a whole other rabbit hole and be like, what the fuck? At 6F and they still have... Yeah. So the allegations, it's all over social media, man. It blew up. You should have seen her face. She was so mad at him. She's like, you're not getting any fucking booze tonight. She's like, you're not getting any fucking whiskey tonight. And you're going to bed without getting laid too, Doug. Actually, go sleep out in the dog kennel. So you fucking dirty dog. After you lick the shit off the bottom of my shoe, go outside and use the fucking doggy door. She probably has a dog door for Doug, but it's called Doug's doggy door. When Doug gets in trouble, like that's Doug's punishment. Doug's got to clean the shit off the bottom of Joni's shoes, and he's got to use the door to sleep out in the dog kennel. Yeah, Daystar. Yeah, Daystar. Just saw someone say, don't you ever give up on the trashing of Kathryn. Thoughts? Kathryn's a fucking fraud, Craig H. She can fucking kiss my ass, bro. She tried to threaten me and my homie with the lawsuit, dude, saying if we didn't take down videos and issue an apology. Because we called her a fucking quacko. We called her... What was it? We called her fake or a quacko, right? Or a fraud or a quacko. Hang on, I'll tell everybody. Where's the email? I got it here still. It's still right here. Hang on. Still got it. It's the funniest shit, man. Hang on. Hold up. Now I got glasses. I got to pull them up to my readers and shit. There it is. Okay. No shit, look. I'll show you guys. It is. It's a fucking cease. Look, there it is right there. That's the cease and desist. The Olin firm. That's who it came from. So what was it? Oh yeah. I'll read it here. You were persons in concert with you published material about Miss Krick in the church that material portrays Miss Krick in the church in a false and or misleading light. Specifically, you refer to both as fake or as a quacko. These portrayals are completely false and misleading, are highly offensive or embarrassing to a reasonable person, thus rendering you liable for damages. So it says, immediately cease and use and depublish 5fchurch.com. Issue a retraction stating the material published has been determined to be false. They actually wanted us to issue a retraction statement. We're like, yeah, that's never gonna fucking happen. Now that I'm looking back at this, like, did they actually think we were gonna bend the fucking knee and be like Game of Thrones, be like, oh, we bend the fucking knee to Mamma Mia Quacko? Yeah, no, never. Well, and here's the whole thing. The reason she got called a quacko, okay, and it wasn't because of us. It wasn't because of us. It was because of the fucking Dutch government. No, Craig H, dude, this is spare time, bro. This is spare time, man. I do a lot more shit than just this. Trust me, I've had a busy day. I'm just having fun, man. And we're talking about how people pay for this type of bullshit with Kathryn, claiming to be a fucking prophet. If you don't want to be here, you can go to the next channel, but you just help by being here. So by all means, stay and interact with the chat. You're just giving me view time. So thank you. So yeah. So the whole cease and desist with Jared. Okay, so the Dutch government, right? So what had happened, the Dutch government has this, it's like, I forget, our Dutch friends aren't in here right now, but it's a real thing. The Dutch government has this commission of quackery, right? It's really called that too. It's like the commission of quackery, for bullshit, right? Well, Kathryn went over there and saying fucking people are demonically possessed with autism and all this other shit. And they're like, hold the fuck up. Who the fuck is this bitch? And what the fuck is she saying autism is demonic for? So we call it crickery, right? It is. It's the school of crickery, right? She's full of shit. The Dutch government actually set up a session because of Kathryn. She triggered a fucking government, dude. That's what we'd say here. Kathryn triggered the Dutch government to hold a session to be like, okay, we have to discuss this because she came over here and did this, and this isn't okay with us. Kathryn can never go to the Dutch nation again and do what she did before. That's the cool thing, Craig H. I never said anything about Israel in here. There's nothing titled on my channel right now about Israel. That's the cool thing about my chat. I didn't mention Israel. So the cease and desist goes on to say, hey, you need to take down all your videos in this website, and you need to basically apologize. So Krick report, right? I haven't talked to him in a long time, man. I hope he's doing well. If you're Krick, if you're coming across this, bro, I hope you're well, man. I do, man. So it had a phone number at the bottom. I'm dead ass serious. There's articles about it. Well, Craig, because do you hear us talking about Israel in here? Honest question. I'm not triggered, but do you hear us talking about Israel in here? That's a question, Craig. Do you hear us talking about Israel? No, I want this. I'm going to start asking honest questions now. Do you hear us talking about Israel in here, Craig? You want me to answer it for you? No, because we're fucking not, okay? We're talking about Kathryn Krick and how fucking shitheads fucking pay for this type of shit, all right? It's that simple. We're not talking about Israel. Move the fuck on, Okay? It's that simple. We're not talking about Israel. Not talking about Gaza. We're not talking about fucking ghosts behind me, okay? Because people in here, this is what happens. You get shitheads that just want to fucking troll and ask stupid fucking questions. You really want to know what I think, Craig? I think it's fucking stupid that two countries have to fucking fight each other over God. Because that's what it's all over. We're witnessing a 2,000-year-old fucking war, dude. But we're fighting it with fucking long-range missiles and fucking jets now. We're no longer fighting it with fucking trebuchets and swords. We're fucking wasting billions of dollars on it. Catch the drift? It's fucking stupid. I find it fucking stupid that we're this advanced and people are still bitching over God. You want my fucking stance on it? I think it's fucking dumb both countries are fighting each other. I don't support either side. I never have. I never fucking will. I think it's fucking stupid. I think it's dumb we fight each other like this. Craig H, that's cool. That's cool. But no, let's get back to Kathryn. But yeah, and that's the thing. It's all over religion, right? If you're, whether you support me or not on how I believe, dude, it's like, I don't go looking for that, Craig. So if that's like what you're trying to get at, like, I don't care whether you support my opinion or not, dude. I don't fucking support war, dude. She sacrifices so much for your salvation. I'll sacrifice so much for Jordavy, okay? I sacrificed my virginity for him. Well, my parents actually paid for it too. Craig, you want to know? I think it's fucking stupid that these people are fighting each other. Just fucking killing each other. Like, really? It's like, if God is who he is, like, this is Satan's ultimate fucking goal, dude, to have fucking God's people kill each other, right? Everybody's saying, oh, my God's better than yours. Well, let me tell you what, if God is who he is, man, am I okay in the head? Last time I checked, last time my therapist said, yeah, I think I'm okay in the head. Yeah, I think so. We're talking about religious cults here, dude. That's the thing. We're talking about religious cults here. And once again, Israel and fucking Gaza fighting over God. It's what it's all about, dude. They're fighting over God once again. When we see abuse in the church, it's all done in the name of God. When fucking children are being sexually abused in the church, it's all done in the name of God. When fucking people in Iran fucking bomb a country, it's all done in the name of fucking Allah and God, right? It is. It's a never-ending story, John. It really is. It is. All the abuse we see in the church, all the violent acts we see in the church, everything. It's all done in the name of God. And that's how these people justify the abuse. God. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. God didn't stop me from, keeping my dick in my pants. I'm sorry. God, I couldn't keep it in. Sorry. Like Robert Morris. Fucking around with 12-year-old little girls, man. Fucked his reputation up. That guy's had a far fall. That guy's had a far fucking fall. John Garrett, that's kind of where I'm at too, man. But I'm more of a David Hasselhoff fan, But yeah, I lead more towards Buddhist beliefs, dude. Just fuck, man. Just be a good person. Be a good person, man. That's just what we say here. Be a good person. Don't be a fuckhead to people. If you're gonna be Christian and religious, just make sure you ask questions. It's okay, John. That's what we say here, right? It's like, ask questions. If your leader's being fucking shady, like your church leader, hey, ask questions. Kathryn Krick, she's shady as fuck, but nobody can get to her because these cult leaders that we talk about here. That's you're new to the channel, John. Appreciate you being here. Ask questions. Ask questions. That's the one thing that I've realized in all this. And I'm not even Christian. I don't go to church, man. You guys know that. You guys know that. I don't go to church. I probably never will. Fucking maybe the day I die, I'll go to church. But even then, I'm probably going to donate my body to fucking science so they can chop me up in little pieces. It's about asking questions if you feel something's off. If you're not allowed access to your leader in your church, that's a problem. If you're being shunned for asking questions about the Bible and they're giving you fucking bullshit answers and you're checking everything against the scripture and it's not right, it's a problem. You have a right to confront and ask questions. If they won't let you, run for the forest. Get the fuck out. Run for the hills. Bail. Boogie. Bail. All right, later. See ya. I don't want any part of this. It's that easy. And if they're going to get mad at you for leaving, guess what? It's a fucking gold. Okay? Because if they're going to shun you and say bad things are going to happen to you, it's a common practice with cults. If they shun you and they give you a hard time, it's a problem. People need to read their Bibles. It is. John Garrett, that's the thing. And John, Daystar lost 5 more shows. No way. Are you serious, Uncle Jake? No way. No way. They lost 5 more shows. Oh, their income's going to fucking tank now. Oh, their income is going to fucking tank now because Daystar relies on other shows. No fucking way. Oh, Joni's probably feeling it in her fucking booty right now. She's like, oh shit, my ass keeps good. That's what they need to do. Start canceling them. And anybody that's associated with Daystar should be fucking canceled too. Yeah, it's big control. Like, look at Joel Osteen. Yeah. Oh, big accounts? No shit. Yeah, I've been dealing with fucking life shit right now, man. I haven't been doing much research. No, just watching a bit of Kathryn and doing life shit. I got to fucking replace the water heater. Yeah, so that's a nice $2,500 fucking house bill. Yeah. Damn, 5 more. Oh, their brick is crumbling. If they're big accounts too, because that's like Daystar has their own network, but they don't have like. Oh, just wait till you get there, Alexandra. Wait till you get there. Yeah. I call her fucking Jezebel Joni, phony baloney Joni, fucking. She's a fucking fraud too. On-demand water heater. Yeah, I probably won't. I'll just get a regular one, John. Yeah. It's life. It's life. Kathryn's up. Fuck that guy. I hope his water's fucking cold. It's okay, so it is 5. It is 5. Okay, hang on. Let me take a peek here. Hold up. Let's see. So it was Daystar. Okay. Daystar dropped from 5 more shows. Okay, let's take a peek here. Yeah, 4 days ago. Let's see who this is. Anointed TV. When I see this shit, like, dude's writing about Joni Lamb. I have the same shirt. Yeah, I like it. Hey, appreciate you, Huda. This one says 31,000. There's 5 major Christian shows. Looks like Harvest, Talk Truth. New Level. I don't know. I'll find out though. That's big though. They start getting dropped. They start getting dropped from those things. Yeah, their revenue is going to drop really fucking quick, man. Keep in mind, Alexander Daystar used to be too big telethon. Of that clown pastor. Oh yeah, his name's Clayton. Yeah, his name's Clayton. Hang on. The best voice. Nobody had a question. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, but observation station. Daystar also fucking helped fund Israel with fucking night vision goggles for the war. I don't give a fuck I don't give a fuck if you buy him a pallet of water or a fucking candy bar. You are still funding a war effort when you send money to that type of place from a church. I don't give a fuck. You are funding a war. You are helping fund a war effort, whether it's fucking $2 or $2 million. Is David still alive? I don't think he is, man. I really don't. You guys want to know what I think of David is? What's up with David? This is what I think is up with David. Chronic kidney disease, heart issue. First, it's gonna be heart issues. That's gonna lead to kidney issues. Edema. I personally think he could have like diabetic foot ulcers, and that they are fucking him up. That's what I think. David, hospital, immobile, fucking can't talk, can't move, still got a fucking tube in his throat from the last video we seen. That's what I think. Jackie, that's exactly what I think. I know David's very sick. And I've been looking up signs, symptoms, and all that other good shit because it's what I do, part of my job. I have to fucking learn medical terms and learn how fucking conditions work. David is very sick, man. And I actually got a text message. From one of the cult members, or a call from one of the cult members the other night while we were doing a live. Yep. And it was from somebody named Mitchell. And I text Mitchell, and Mitchell never texts me back. And he still won't text me back. Yep. Yep. And I told him, I was like, hey, we're live. Come talk to us. What's up, dude? You want to call? But hey, fucking don't be a bitch about it. Because I have a Google Voice number set up if people want to call in, but I've had the cult members try to call and troll the channel while I'm doing lives, and it just never works. And I'm like, if you guys are going to call, dude, just fucking call. You have my number. Then it's like when you text them back, they just get all quiet. But yeah, David, Jackie, as far as I know, David, yeah, he couldn't even heal one of his own cult members that had cancer, right? David was fucking all beefing himself up that he could heal cancer. One of his own cult members had cancer and he couldn't even heal that. So that should be a real clear sign to all these other cult members that he's full of shit. Because I know for sure, like, yeah, I won't even get into that because, yeah. I enjoy doing calls. I enjoy listening to these. Because some of these calls, Alexandra, I don't know. I think you're new to the channel. I think you are. But the calls that we've done from David's cult were probably some of the most insightful and some of the most eye-opening and jaw-dropping interviews this channel has ever fucking done. Those were probably some of the deepest conversations we had about the type of human fucking psyche and the like how these cult members break people down. And it's very, very little subtle shit, right? Very little stuff. Except with David Taylor, right? He would leave shitty drawers and maxi pads because he wore maxi pads because he didn't wipe his ass, right? So he would leave his shitty pads and underwear out for his cult members to pick up, right? Breaking down barriers, seeing how far he could push people. And that's what happened. Well, we found out about it. One of the survivors of his cult came out and just dumped a shit ton of, just type in Clifton Ware, David E. Taylor, Alexandra. Okay, that's all you need to type in. Cliff's my brother. I talked to him recently. He's doing really well. He's living life, fucking living large, fucking digging it, okay? I talked to him about a week ago. Had a nice long talk with him, and people have said, like, Cliff's going to remember stuff as time goes on, right? And we were having this conversation, and this is how I know David's sick also, is because there's little pieces of the puzzle that have been fit into place over time through the channel that through the investigative work, the calls, everything, just the cult mentality, how we've witnessed them move, their psyche. Well, Cliff told me last week that he would go buy compression socks for David at one point. Now, compression socks is what's for diabetics, right? They put them on. I don't know how they work. I just know they use them. But he was like, yeah, he had to wear compression socks because his feet would hurt so much. And the women would massage his feet. Michelle, maybe Ashley, or one of these other girls, or Angel would massage his feet for him. So that was that. And then he also said he has all these nice shoes, Rich. He has all these really nice ass shoes, and after a while, he couldn't wear them anymore because they weren't like wide enough for his feet. Like his feet started getting big because he was just overeating, fucking not taking care of himself. And we know that David eats like a fucking slob. Valerie was very clear about that. She was very clear about how he eats. Like David, when she dropped that on the channel, I'm like, dude, David's a literal fucking garbage disposal. He just eats everything. You fucking put it in one end and out the other, right? That's David. Yes, retaining. Yes, and that's the thing. He retained the water fluid in his feet, and same with his legs. Like remember when he couldn't get up out of that fucking chair, Abe and Sarah, that big blue chair. His legs were fucking huge because you retained all that water because his heart's fucking not functioning at 100%. So you get edema of the lower extremities, right, David? You get lower extremity edema. Then you can't walk, right? Which you can't exercise, so you can't fucking lose weight, right? Your body, David's internal organs, Jackie, we got on this topic, are literally being crushed. It is. It's from diabetes. Yeah, it's diabetes, man. Uncontrolled. David's not a fucking controlled diabetic, man. David is not a controlled diabetic. If he was, we wouldn't be seeing him the way he is. Oh, your kidneys. Oh my God, fuck. You know what? That is one of my worst fucking fears is kidney failure because diabetes runs in my family. I don't want any part of it, man. I'm so keen on taking care of my kidneys. I mean, I drink sweet tea, but I stopped drinking soda and shit like that. But yeah, you're talking pulmonary edema. Oh, diabetes is a bitch. And if it's uncontrolled, it wouldn't surprise me if David's daily fucking blood sugar was hovering around 500 on a daily, just average. Just average. Because he doesn't take care of himself. Yep. Yep. Diabetes is a bitch, man. It is. And David's a very sick man, Alexandra. Yep. I pulled his credit report. We know he went to the fucking ER in an ambulance. We know that. The credit report's on the channel. I pulled it one night, have his social, pulled his shit up. This guy was so used to getting his way with everything. When we pulled his credit report, pulled his financials, seen what the fuck he was up to, and well, the deeper we dug, well, we found a charge on his credit report for an ambulance trip to Duke University. Yep, we found it. We found it, and it was just more confirmation to know that he was very sick. Because Duke University, it was in Durham County, North Carolina, and only there's a heart hospital there. So, yeah. Yep. We've gone to expose his fucking bullshit because he's running a scam with his church. I don't think I've ever heard David speak on gluttony. Actually, Jackie, I don't. I don't think I've ever heard David speak on gluttony, ever. Why would he? I don't want to speak on that because I'm a fucking glutton. You know, God's turning me into a fucking glutton. But yeah, Alexander, thanks for being here. All the people who tuned in tonight, man, thanks, guys. But yeah, observation station, yeah. Duke University. And here's the other thing. This is how I found out he was at Duke. Okay. Somebody came on and left a comment on the channel. I won't give out details because this person, I do believe, was a student, okay, at Duke. I don't know his name. I don't know. I don't know. But he did delete that comment. He did delete that comment because he was so worried about a HIPAA violation, and I get it, right? Oh, yeah. So he removed the comment, but he was like, he left the comment. He's like, I saw him at Duke walking with some blonde lady and some other guy. And he's like, I'll never fucking forget that guy. David's David's a very distinct figure. He's a very distinct specimen. He really is. If you saw David, you would know it. And that's the thing. I know he was there. I know he was there. Because he's like, I'll never forget that fucking hoodie. I'll never forget that hoodie. The comment got taken down. I did have a few brief conversations with that guy, and he's like, it was him, dude. It was him. He's like, it was him. He's like, I'll never forget him. Those were that person's exact words. And again, I can't remember the dude's name. It was fucking probably 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And he's like, it was him. It was him. So I know David was at Duke. I know he took a ride in the ambulance, and I know he's sick. Because even other surviving members, and people that know David personally, like, yes, he's, yo, what up, smoke a lot of Indo? One thing he always had was this cough that could never go away. It was a chronic cough. Now, chronic cough with somebody like David, that's typically CHF, which is congestive heart failure. And congestive, it's over time. And if you don't take care of yourself, it just exacerbates the condition, and it's going to get worse. And I know David wasn't eating fucking salad and a vegan diet, that's for sure. That fool was eating fucking Luther burgers daily, man. David was not a healthy man, and he just got worse through COVID. When COVID happened, it was like, not only did COVID happen, but he had fucking DoorDash, right? All he had to do was fucking hit DoorDash, bam, fucking bring him fresh burgers out on the fucking fly, man. David could have a burger in 20 minutes if he was fucking hungry. Like, COVID was David's ultimate demise because it forced him into shutaway. It forced him, and all he did, he's 53. He's 10 years older than me. He's 53. He's 53 and on his deathbed. He's 53. He's very young. He's very young. But David, middle-aged black man, overweight, short, not taking care of himself, pre-existing conditions. He's a literal fucking... His kidneys are probably shot, you guys. And I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him because David could be on fucking dialysis at this point. We just don't know it. Like, on constant dialysis because his body just can't fucking process anything. Like, his A1C is probably just fucking... I don't even want to know. He's 53, very poor health. Kathryn, Kathryn will be like Katy Perry. Kathryn will be like a Katy Perry type deal. I firmly believe hers will be an overdose. Hers will be an overdose. She's gonna get into a bottle of pills, and that's gonna be it. It's fuck. But Kathryn, those are our concerns with you. Really, we've had that discussion here before with you, Kathryn. Is John Tall's gonna walk in one day and find you on the fucking bathroom floor? We don't want that either. So if you're double dipping into fucking prescription pills, let me tell you something, Kathryn. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. And if you are, you run the risk of a heart attack by the time you're 40. Kidney issues, fucking psych issues like you already have. You're just going to exacerbate those conditions if you're abusing drugs. I mean, you already don't have any functioning, healthy relationships because you can't and you don't know how to have a relationship except with John Tall. And that's about the only relationship you're ever going to have is with John Tall. Because she's the only one that can actually put up with your shit day to day, Kathryn. I couldn't imagine living with you, Kathryn. Shit. I'd fucking stab my brain with a fucking splintered piece of balsa wood than listen to your bullshit all fucking day. But yeah, Alexander, if you know Kathryn, she'll never be married. She's not going to have kids. And what we say here about Kathryn, if she had kids, she would be the next Ruby Frankie. We'd be seeing Kathryn on Law and Crime with her and John Tall saying, oh, well, we didn't know you had to feed water them. That would be Kathryn. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you had to do that. I didn't know you had to feed them. Karen's. um, what's that diagnosis you mentioned she may have had at one point? It's where someone acts as though they're famous. Oh, delusions of grandeur. Yeah, like self-delusional. Yeah. Yeah, they could. If they did, they could be addicted to drugs at birth. No, you're right, Abe and Sarah. Yeah, she could. If she's fucking hooked on drugs, those kids will be hooked too. If she's still, because Kathryn would probably still fucking take them. She'd be like, I'm gonna keep fucking pop pills. But Kathryn, Alexandra Kathryn, we've actually looked at several diagnoses with her. Yeah, it's like delusions of grandeur, right? It is. It's an actual thing. Delusions of grandeur, right? She has this delusion that she's famous and she's really not. I'll always say here, I don't want to fucking be famous. It's too much work, man. Like, I like my life the way it is. I like doing YouTube on the side. It's fun. I have a full-time job now. I do beekeeping on the side. I game. I have family, friends outside of this, you know. But in the meantime, like, we still call it these scammers. This is just part of it. But yeah, we've talked about all types of relationship conditions. Kathryn, I think personally, Kathryn falls on dark triad. I really do. I think she's on the dark triad, but she's just, for sure dark triad, man. For sure dark triad. There's no scenario where Kathryn Krick is a good mom observation station. I just want you to be aware of that, okay? Well, what church do they claim? 5F. 5F. Yeah, she when she sleeps, she sees herself as Paul and as well as others. Yeah, but they're claiming this church is called 5F. That's the name of it. Who dat? That's the name of the church is 5F, and it's just some fucking bullshit name. But yeah, so yeah, it's some fucking bullshit name. It used to be Advanced Anointing, but it changed names because Kathryn fucked everything up. All right, Kathryn fucked everything up at Advanced Anointing. That was the original. Advanced Anointing was the original church, the original church name. Okay, that started with Jor Davy, that fuckhead over in Tanzania, right? That in fucking anointed Kathryn, right? Gave the old in out. You want to give her the old in out? So he anoints her, right? Gives the old in out, anoints her. She comes back to America, and Advanced Anointing was the original bullshit church that went. Okay, now what my source told me, I can hit my source up anytime; they'll fucking confirm it. I just these sources don't want to be shared, and I respect that. My source told me at the time, Kathryn basically took all the fucking money and was basically bitched her way. Kathryn was basically so much of a bitch that everybody left. That's exactly what my source tells me, and they will confirm this. Yes, she was a fucking bitch and everybody left. She basically blew all the fucking money, was a bitch to everybody about it, and was super fucking controlling. So everybody left. That's how, you know how Kathryn always says, "Oh, the church went from this to this, and then we built it back up." Well, it's because that 5F Mother's Day. Yeah, 5F Mother's Day. Did you see her birthday, Alexander Greek? Did you see her birthday where everybody fucking bowed to her and that's the day we fucking stamped her a cult? Okay, sorry. Oh man, they got 3 dogs, man. Oh, I thought I was on mute. Okay. Yeah, Lindy was being a pain in the ass, man. It's being a fucking pain in the booty. Yeah, and that's the other thing, right? You hear, we've seen these people bow down to Kathryn, man. We've seen it. We've seen, we've seen these people bow down to Kathryn, and we've called it time and again that if Kathryn was a true apostle and who she said she was, yes, when you guys comment, yes, absolutely. When you guys comment in the chats, when you comment in the videos, yes, it helps the channel. Yes, it helps the channel. Yep, it helps the channel. Yes, it does. Like when I tell people that come here and troll, I'm like, fuck, keep leaving comments. You help my view time on the channel. You help the view time. You're here engaging with the content, whether you're trolling or not. Yeah, whether you're trolling or not, you're engaging with the content. YouTube doesn't distinguish whether you're trolling or not. All they distinguish is that the content is being engaged with. That's pretty good. I hope you wiped your ass, Vincent De Rosa. He's actually, no, I used a maxi pad like David Taylor, okay? Yeah, when people start bowing in a church like that, because the Bible's real fucking clear, like, you don't bow to people. You don't bow to people. And that's what happened on her fucking birthday. It was like January fucking 1st. Was that the night after? No, it wasn't the night after Anthony. That was later on down the road. That happened like shortly after Anthony, I think. Maybe 6 to 8 months after. But yeah, then fucking all these people came up and started bowing to her. It's fucking disgusting, Alexandra. They're like, look at this fucking bitch. She really thinks like she's like this fucking cool. Was it right after Anthony's expos, right? When Alexandra, type in husband describes Kathryn Krick. You want to hear how Kathryn Krick fucks up dudes? Kathryn could fucking cockblock any dude, all right? She could. And that's what she's doing to these guys. It's fucked up, Alexandra. Like, she's literally ruining dudes' marriages without even missing, without even fucking having any association with them. Dead ass serious. It is fucked up. Yep. Yep. We were doing a live like this one night. It was in my studio, but oh, we've told people how much he charges. There's videos on my channel how much he charges. But he came on the live one night. Oh yeah, and he's a veteran, man. I'm a veteran. There's a lot of veterans in here, and dude, you know what's fucked up, Alexandria? He's like, man, I feel like I'm out here paddling alone, man, and that just fucking broke my heart, dude. I'm like, fuck. This guy's been out here all this time, like feeling like he's alone. We've been here talking about this, and he came on our channel. And he called in, and he just laid it all out for us. We're like, holy fucking shit. This woman is breaking up dudes' marriages. He's not the only one. There's more. What I also found out, Alexander, is what Kathryn's doing with churches here in the States, stateside, right, domestically, is she's cleaning them out. She's cleaning them out. Plain and simple. There's a church here in Texas that I spoke to out of Rockport. Very nice pastor. I called him, left a message. He called me back a few days later, and I had to pull the information out of him. He was very nice about it, though. He just wanted to be careful. He's like, I just don't want to badmouth anybody. And he started dropping this stuff on me. He was like, Kathryn basically came in. He was like, she was rude, inconsiderate. So was her friend, her little sidekick, John Tall. This was the biggie. Check this shit out, Alexandria. You know what he tells me? This pastor says, these two girls spent $300 on one meal for the both of them, and they didn't even fucking finish the whole thing. Let that sink in for 1 second. This dude, I was trying to figure out why Kathryn wasn't being invited back, and this guy calls you. I was like, boom, paint the picture for me. I was like, oh, okay, makes sense now. Holy shit. You're not the only one. All it needed, Alexandra, was one just to tell me the information, and it laid everything out. Every church that Kathryn has gone to in America within the last several years is not inviting her back. Is not inviting her back. No, I didn't go there. I just called him. I just called him out, Abe and Sarah. I just called the guy. He was very nice. He was very nice. And then like when he told me that, fuck, it was like he had just he had fucking turned the spotlight on, man. I was like, oh, I really was, because we were trying to figure out like what's going on. And when that pastor told me that, I was like, this fucking bitch, she's cleaning out churches. She's cleaning out churches. And that's what she's doing, man. Alexandra, she's going out and cleaning out churches. She's all these theaters you're seeing she's doing now. Those theaters cost a lot of fucking money. It's like 10, 12 grand a Sunday. Kathryn is literally digging herself into a financial pit. That was remember the Rockport church? That was the church where she had the shirts of her face on it. Remember? She had her little security team. And they're all wearing shirts with Kathryn's face on it. I wish I could get one of those shirts. Dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, I've been seeing those on YouTube. Okay. There's a few videos on my channel, Alexandra, that only exist here because I actually talked to her little gimp sidekick, John Tall, and found out how much they were charging. And I got the full rundown of their event charges, how much Kathryn's getting paid, how much John Tall's getting. It's a full racket. It's a full fucking racket. And then Kathryn is the stuff that Kathryn's doing, you guys, I want you to know that she's in way over her fucking head. I want you guys to know that. We do have some resources in this that we have spoken to that are and they have said more or less that she is in way over her fucking head. Yeah, that was when that video got posted, they tried to shut that video down off YouTube. They tried to privacy strike me and they lost. YouTube's like, you didn't fucking release any private information. Yep, they tried to shoot that video down, man, and they lost. They lost. Yep, they tried to privacy strike it, and YouTube's like, no, there's nothing wrong with it. So you guys told him how much you were charging. Yep, and that video is gold, man. That is probably one of the more damaging videos about Kathryn, because John Tall's pretty much says it. Oh, you just pay for her. You just pay for her. That's it. That's it. All you do is just pay for her. You pay her whole way. It's pretty simple in that matter. Hey, you just pay this bitch's vacation and she'll come over and put on a little show for you for a few hours, but you got to pay hotel, lodging, food, airfare. Hey, and you know what? You also got to give us a donation. Okay? You got to pay us. Dude, you would have think it would have got cheaper, but no, it got more expensive. The bitch was charging 11 grand for 3 speaking events. She goes over there. Could you imagine sitting through 3 days of Kathryn Krick speaking? Fuck, man. Yeah. Yeah, 3 days of Kathryn speaking? Yeah, I'd never. There are some shirts on our Redbubble. Yeah, there are some shirts. I gotta do some more work on it, but we have some shirts. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Kathryn, cash for Kathryn, that's what it's all about. Like I said, Alexandra, when that pastor in Rockport told me about what they were doing, I just needed one. I just needed one pastor to tell me what was going on when they were there. And that's all that happened. And that's what really opened our eyes to what Kathryn was actually doing. So every church that Kathryn's dealt with, nope, not going back. Not going back, because everybody figured out what the fuck she was doing. Yeah, you need fucking Pepto and an enema too after dealing with 3 days of Kathryn talking. But yeah, we're trying to do is just spread awareness about this, like saying, hey, If you're Christian, it's cool, like to go to church and stuff, but we're trying to bring kind of change to the laws too. Also, Alexandra, if you're here in the States, sign the petition. I put it on my community post. It's tax the church at $10 million. We're trying to get people to sign it, really are, because there needs to be more oversight with the church. These people have been getting away with financial crimes for way too long. And it's time that these people start paying their fair share, and everybody needs to start paying. All these Christian fucking networks that have billions of dollars, come on, the fuck out of here. Where's all the money going? Oh, we need to buy another fucking private jet. We got to go fly to another fucking political rally. Hey, don't mind us. Don't look over here. We're just using all the donor funds to fucking fly lavishly and, never eat leftovers. These people we talk about here are fucking scum. It's on my community. It's on the community page. Hang on, let me send it here. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here because I'm going to play some video games, I think. But yeah, it is a petition. If you want to sign it, by all means, please do. It's back a little bit. Let's take a peek here. Yeah, here it is. It was from 3 months ago. And it is a petition. See how many signed it here. Oh, it's 36 signatures, guys. Let's get it up to 50. Trying to get it up to 50. It just needs to gain traction because eventually, like, they have to listen to us. They can't say, oh, well, we didn't know that these guys are out there fucking committing fucking fraud and, all these crimes against the fucking church. But no, the government's known that for fucking years. All it needs is a petition because the government has to listen eventually because they know, we've known, Senator Grassley fucking tried to shut down Kenneth Copeland, but Kenneth Copeland told him to fuck off. Imagine a church telling the government to fuck off. They're like, hey, you know what? Go ahead and fuck off. We're not going to tell you where the money's going because you know what? Fuck you. We're not going to vote for you. Imagine Kenneth Copeland. You click on the link, Jackie. You got to be stateside. If you're stateside, you could sign it. If you're here in America, you can sign it. But typically, if you're not here in America, you can't sign these. Wait, it won't open. That's weird. It should open. Okay, hang on a second here. Okay, copy and paste the link. Copy and paste it. You had to screenshot it? Okay. Yeah, you might have to copy and paste it, Abe and Sarah, and it'll take you right to it. But the title of it is Tax the Church. Let's see. It's only fair, man. No, don't block group. Yeah. It's impose taxes on churches with assets over 10 million and enforce financial transparency. That's all we're asking for, man. But I'm going to go and wrap it up, guys. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Alexander, appreciate you being here and engaging. I really do. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, this is an open channel. If you know somebody who's in one of these movements or you've been a part of one, we're definitely here listening. And maybe you might have some family members being fucking scammed by one of these big Christian TV networks, sending them fucking fake looking bills and shit. But yeah, we'll be doing more later. Y'all have a good evening. Thanks for tuning in. And again, questions, comments, concerns, you guys know how to get a hold of me.